to stop the delusion, craving, and defilements. And that means our main intention of the practice is to stop the ignorance and craving and anger, lobha, dosa, moha. Uh, uh, so, how to say? We take the precepts, or how to say, we do the good deeds, or we practice meditations, is because we want to be free from defilements, because defilements, greed, anger, and delusion are origin of sufferings. So just now, how to say, the Patana, or the law of dependent origination, is explain how defilements are affecting our life to continue or to make sufferings. So the name is the law of dependent origination. That means dependent causes. Normally, we try to find out only one causes for any results. For example, how do you say, whatever feeling arise, we say I feel. Whatever action happening, we say I did. Whatever desire arising, that is my desire, my things. That means we're trying to find out the causes of happening is I. But some religions say any happening, good or bad, is the desire of the God. That means we make the causes is only one thing, only one origin. How to say, I make the story. It is one example. One person get into the garden. He see the apple. He saw the apple. Actually, the eyes saw the apples. But the eyes would not like to eat it. But the greedy mind appear and its desire to eat. But greedy mind cannot get the apple. So the legs are walking to the apple. After that, the legs cannot pluck off the apples, so the hands pluck off the apples. But the hands cannot eat it. But the teeth are chewing and eat, and the stomach gets the apples. The gardener saw this happening, so he feel angry because he take the apples and eat it without permission. So he trying to punish him. So he beat how to say to his back, for example, his back. The back say he didn't do anything. The eye see, the mind desire to eat, the hands pluck off, and the teeth are breaking the apples, and the stomach gain the apples. how to say, actually in this happening, what is the culprit? C-U-L, culprit, sorry. The point, I think.
The one who should be punished is the mind. The mind is behind the trial.
Actually, all factors are associating and involving in this fashion. We cannot say only one factor is doing this function. But you say only one thing, maybe the eyes or desire is only one culprit. That is not correct view. All are involving in functions. So also at the moment of seeing, this is the function of the eyes. Actually, eye sense and eye consciousness is making this function. Not I make or not I see. So also at the moment of feeling arising, maybe that is the feeling mental state arising and it feels the object, and not I feel about the object. So also at the moment of hearing, it is not I hear, just the function of the ear consciousness and ear sense. But we cannot be mindful and realize about the, honestly, the senses or their function and the other mental states such as feeling, judging, feeling mind, judging mind, desiring mind, and their respective function, and we make only thing is I did.
There's a separation between the senses and the mind.
Seeing is not I. Seeing is just the function of the eye. Hearing is not I hear. It is function of the ear sense. Smelling is not I smell. It is function of the nose. Maybe in COVID period, the function of the nose sense, how to say, damage. I cannot get the smell. So smelling is not I get. Just the function of nose sense. How to say. For example, last year I honestly but they make injection arise and how to say I cannot feel the pain. That's mean the painful feeling or pain arising is not I feel the pain. That's the function of body consciousness. So we should understand and see the respective function of physical nature and mental nature. But we cannot see correctly about the function of physical nature and mental nature separately or differently. We think everything happening is I see, I hear, I feel, I did.
But the pain will be the same anyway. It doesn't matter what you think in your mind, intellectually.
Pain.
Yeah, the pain will be the same. If I say it's all in my body, it's all in nature, the pain will be still the same.
Yes, like the suffering, there can be two kinds of suffering, physical suffering and mental suffering. How to say, from the view of original truth, physical pain is the imbalance of full elements. Now we feel comfort, we do not feel the pain. That means full elements happening together balancedly. Maybe temperature is too hot. Maybe if someone make your body heat, that is in this area making imbalance of combination of full elements. So that makes body consciousness to arise as pain. So what I mean is, whatever arising is the function of bodily nature and mental nature are, how do you say, bodily nature is not only one thing, different eyes, ear, nose, tongue, body. Mental nature is not only one mind, maybe consciousness, feeling, perception, volition. Even the volition, we can classify 6 kinds. Just now, the 6 rules. 6 rules are trying to classify about the volition. Greedy volition, angry volition, delusional volition, like that. So that means to understand the physical nature and mental nature separately. So physical nature is also not only one thing. Mental nature is also not only one mind. Different mental state and different physical state, and their corresponding function. We need to see differently. Yes.
If I, for example, smash my finger with a hammer, and I say, oh, it's only physical nature, goes in my eye, and just all the intellect that are collected about the creative truth, it doesn't change anything. The pain is there. But to take the pain is the art. Of course, we know it's not my finger, but you don't think about, you don't repeat suddenly all the memories, the conditions you give us. No, you try to create a space in your mind that can hold the pain. If you don't have space like a little child, you're very sensitive. As older you get, you have more space where you can hold things. And the same with if somebody comes and tells you something bad, calls your name or something, if you don't have space, then you react immediately. If you have space,
It's been detached.
Yeah, it doesn't touch as much, so you can respond more different. Like in a relationship, if a man doesn't have the space for his woman, there will be a lot of quarrel all the time, So, and then in the end, they have the space, they can sit next to the woman get into the hysterical, and just sitting there and watching, and taking it in. They're not affected by it. So what you actually need to control pain or any other thing is space.
Yes, that means detachment. Yeah.
Intellectual understanding. This is very good, the intellectual understanding, of course.
Yes.
Because it shows how real it is. But in practice, it works different. When you're married and your wife is shouting at you, you're not saying, oh, this is only sound waves coming down. No, it's not like this. Reality is different.
Yes.
I think this knowing helps to create that space.
Practice. The observing of objects creates space.
Yes, intellectual wisdom will condition the direct wisdom to realize. So that means we will learn how mental nature or mental state are conditioned and needs mental nature to arise without the idea of self. The starting point is actually not starting point, but we will start the delusion mind. We call ignorance. Ignorance is the how to say main origin of main causes of sufferings. So depending on the ignorance, how to say attachment will arise. Attachment. Depending on the attachment, how to say? Actually, I should make. Depending on the attachment, depending on the ignorance or delusion, attachment, attaching mind will arise. Attaching, depending on the attaching, we call volition. Volitional action will arise. Volitional action sometimes we call or karma. Karma. So depending on the volition, how to say, what will arise, we call how to say, the result. Result will happen. Normally we say a good karma happen, a good result. Bad karma will condition the bad result. But from the view of original truth, whatever result is just the process of physical phenomenon and mental phenomenon. I think yesterday you discussed about the phenomenology. I think it is similar about the classifying created truth and original truth. So what is the result? The result is just the physical phenomenon and mental phenomena. So the result is actually neither good nor bad from the view of original truth. It is just the consequences of karma and the attachment. But we do not realize about the result as physical and mental phenomenon, just the nature, which is neither good nor bad, nor which is neither mine or yours. So we think any result as good or bad, mine thing, your things, that condition again, the delusion or ignorance happen. So this became like the cycle. Cycle means it is not something going around, but similar conditions are happening one after another as a process. From the view of created truth, the samsara means the 1% or one thing is going through from this life to another life. But from the view of original truth, it is not going around of something or someone. But the process of physical nature and mental nature are in order, in sequence. So that means defilements we call ignorance. Depending on the ignorance, will condition the attaching mind to arise. Ignorance will not become the attachment. Ignorance is one mind. Attaching mind is another mind. It is not the same mind. But depending on the ignorant mind, attaching mind will arise newly. Ignorant mind or attaching mind is not my mind or not single mind. So also attaching mind will condition the volitional mind, volitional desire we call or karma. So karma is just the result of attaching mind. It is not belonging to one thing.
Or rejecting mind.
Huh?
Or rejecting mind. Attaching mind, rejecting
Oh,
mind.
yes.
Neutral mind. You have three possibilities.
Yes, actually, attaching mind is also how to say? Also, how to say? Similar with the rejecting mind.
There must be something.
Something attaching means.
Mind has the attachment to in order to wish to reject something else.
I like maybe attaching to the silence, rejecting what happened about the noise. You should understand attaching mind also inclusive rejecting mind. Actually, I should say ignorance mind will condition attaching mind or rejecting mind. Attaching of mind or rejecting mind will make or will condition about the volition or karma. Yes. Rejecting mind means angry mind. Attaching mind means greedy mind. So depending volition depending on greedy mind or volition depending on angry mind will become the karma. Karma means the potential that can give the result in the future. Normally we say the result is good or bad. The result is I happen or you happen. But from the view of original truth, the result is just physical phenomenon and mental phenomenon. Just now you say the how do you say? Just now you say three: attaching, rejecting, and neutral. Neutral means maybe equanimous, doing only, seeing only. But how do you say? Without right understanding, equanimous reaction cannot arise. But here you can realize that it is not I, mine, just nature, just physical nature, mental nature. That means it will remove the ignorance, and to cease and wisdom to arise. And that wisdom will make the equanimous action, how to say, neutral action, and that will stop attaching and rejecting mind. So that means ignorance cease, the attaching or rejecting mind will cease. If attaching mind cease, it will condition the karma to cease. Maybe the result will cease. If the result cease, then how to say? There are three natures truly existing: physical nature, mental nature, and Nibbana nature. So normally, physical nature and mental nature are only replacing and arising continuously. Nibbana nature cannot appear. So maybe defilement cease, karma cease, and physical and mental nature cease. The Nibbana nature will appear. We call alignment, or the end of suffering will happen, will appear. So that is roughly about how physical nature and mental nature process.
Now a little like Nibbana nature doesn't arise or something, and then at the next sentence you say, and then Nibbana nature arises. It's Nibbana nature doesn't arise or appears. It's the defilement.
Defilement is blocking. Yeah.
Yes. And then you realize.
Yes. Yeah. Ignorant mind and attaching mind is blocking the Nibbana nature not to see. So the ignorant mind sees, attaching mind sees, and Nibbana nature become clear. So that means so we try to understand physical nature as mental nature, physical nature as physical nature, mental nature is mental nature. That is trying to stop about the ignorance and attaching mind. So the previous day we discussed, we can see directly, we can understand penetrating the physical nature, mental nature as they are. It will stop ignorance completely. But maybe understanding in the knowledge level or intellectual level, also trying to seize the ignorance and attaching mind in a certain level. So it is also useful. to understand the knowledge level and intellectual level. Because it is also conditioning to reduce both the ignorant mind and attachment mind.
This morning, walking meditation, I was meditating and contemplating about this, because there is no past and there is no future. There is no past and there is no future. So everything is arising all the time, and we reacting to what is arising, and we are reacting according to our karma, defilements, habits, and we move along in time. The I moves along in time. So if you have somebody, for example, then the I doesn't actually not exist anymore. So the I doesn't move anywhere.
What?
The I doesn't move anywhere.
Yeah, yes.
It's always present. And just reacting without intent, without liking, disliking. So it's not really involved in, doesn't make up mind things, imaginations or stories about the future, dreams, this and that. It just is in the pure present now. And watches everything moving.
So how you walk? In walking meditation, it's okay. Walking meditation.
Yeah. This morning I didn't do it.
Morning.
Yeah.
Lay meditation.
Laying.
But about the walking meditation, there is something a bit strange.
Strange.
Is we can only stay stuck in the process to access to the emptiness. We
Yeah.
cannot access to the emptiness while walking.
You can.
Because when you walk, you can understand about the feeling, you can understand about all the process of the access to the information and how to detach from it. But still it's a process. So the finality of meditation should be something like contemplation. I feel it like this. Contemplation of the emptiness or contemplation of the absolute. But when I walk, because there is too much information, changing information, I can analyze this information, I can detach from this information, I can make the process, but I cannot advance the emptiness.
Can I say one thing? First, you are not walking, the body is walking. And you are only observing. So you can observe different things. For example, I observed today that nothing is moving actually. Yeah, the body is moving, but the mind is totally still. It didn't move anywhere, not in the past, not in the future, it was totally present in peace. So it was like emptiness. You know?
But it's still observing, it's still thought about the future.
No, I was aware of it. It's not like it became an object, it was more like a state of being.